Hey guys, I'm sorry if I sound a bit tired. Last couple of days were quite stressful and I'm honestly a bit exhausted. Anyway, I wanted to answer a question I get a lot, and that is, why don't you build tier on Jayce anymore? I'll talk from my personal experience with both builds, their strengths as well as their weaknesses. Let's start off with why people in general go tearless. It saves you 750 gold in the early game, which is huge considering you can buy 2 longswords and a potion. Not only just that, but by going tier you're investing 750 gold in non-combat stats, which essentially means that you are giving your lane opponent about 2 kills worth of gold for free to invest in combat stats himself. So by not building tier you make it possible to win matchups that Jayce usually struggles against and win favorable matchups even harder. I'll give you an example. Imagine you're up against an Aurelia who's exactly as good as you. If you build tier on your first back, she's gonna win and outtrade you in most if not all scenarios, and you most likely won't be able to win all-ins against her either. The reason Aurelia is so strong against Jayce with tier is because by going tier, you're allowing her to have an easier time reaching the mid game, because you can't punish her as much and you certainly can't kill her because of the damage you're missing. Now keep in mind that I'm still talking about an Aurelia who's exactly as good as you. If you have played Jayce with tier and shit on a bad Aurelia and snowballed, that's good for you, but that's not the norm. An argument I hear a lot is that tearless Jayce runs out of mana all the time and misses out on a lot of damage because of that, but that's simply not true at all. Obviously you don't have the mana to shove in every wave or poke the enemy team 24/7, but both of these issues are fixed with an Ocean Drake or a blue buff. Besides, you do not need all the mana for the laning phase, trust me. You can trade a lot and you can go for all-ins, all without running out of mana. This requires some knowledge of the champ, as well as getting a bit used to it. Here are some essential things you need to know. For example, your EQ combo on level 2 is not nearly as cost efficient as a level 3 EQ with 2 points already being put in queue. Or that your level 1 Thundering Blow doesn't deal much damage and it shouldn't be used to trade early unless it's for a kill setup. But you will learn stuff like this and it will make you a better player overall. There's a downside to tearless Jayce of course, and it's the fact that a fully stacked Muramana late game is very useful and deals a lot of damage. Although you do make up for that lack of extra late game damage for early and mid game damage and power spikes. So really the question whether to go tier or tearless depends on your playstyle and your strengths. If you're a good laner, if you feel like you can build up an advantage and maintain it, go tearless. If you like to play aggressive, if you like to snowball and punish enemies for mistakes, go tearless. If you like to split push and draw a lot of pressure to yourself, go tearless. If, however, you prefer to play the lane more safe and focus more on farm, or feel uncomfortable in your abilities to trade on lane with Jayce, or if you want to play the game at a slower pace and scale into late game, then of course going for tier is in your best interest. For my personal playstyle, going tearless is a no-brainer. If you prefer a different playstyle, that's completely fine as well. If you have any questions or if I have forgotten anything, just leave a comment.